Good morning. Yeah, it's still 2021, January 1st. I slept. I slept good. I already decided that I wanted to post another video for today because I don't know if it's something that I'm going to do every day. All I know is that I decided on where I want to take my YouTube channel. I am I have shared with you all that I consider myself an advocate for mental health. I'm going to talk more about that. Just talk about my personal journey and add ideas that I've had or things that I've done to help keep me stable. With that said, let's talk about my 2020. I know that I mentioned with you guys, a lot of things that I've done to keep myself active, to keep myself going, meditating and doing research and trying to study on how to play the piano again. Got my keyboard. Happy about that. What I didn't mention is I was scared. So scared. 2020. Yeah, I was working from home. Then that changed because they decided to open up back the schools. And I didn't want to work from home. I don't like working from home personally because my work life and my home life, I like to keep them separate. When I'm at work, after I'm done with work, what I want to do is come home and forget about work. But to keep myself going, to keep my head elevated, to prevent myself from the from having another breakdown, because that was the fear. The fear was that I would lose myself and not be okay. People will say, "Oh, I'm an introvert," because like people, "Oh, I like staying inside." No, I am an introvert. However, I like to walk the streets of Brooklyn. My castle is a Barnes and Nobles because having coffee and books in the same area is heaven to me. I miss sitting there and sitting by the window alone with my coffee and my Batman themed journal and Batman themed pen and just being present. That's all. I miss that. I miss going to the movies. I would go to the movies alone. I later found out that that is also said to be therapeutic. I found ways to make myself feel safe. And there's like so many horror stories that I hear about, domestic violence and so on. And my mom and I, we we had a understanding. However, our relationship grew. It got so much better. We get along. We joke with each other. She laughs at me. She laughs at herself. I laugh at myself and I laugh at her. And then we laugh at each other. Yeah. But it was hard because all the things that I believe I understood, I was now I was now putting them to the test. I had to change my vernacular. I had to teach my mom how to understand me. And then I had to understand her. I had to let her know that I understand her too. And she felt better and she felt safer. But I was so nervous, not necessarily of dying, but of bringing harm to her because a lot of people in New York just don't care to wear a mask. I don't like it. It's very uncomfortable, but I wear it. Plain and simple. Trying to keep people safe. I don't want to be the reason why anyone gets COVID. And I damn sure don't want anyone giving it to me. So, yeah, step back. Actually was about to, I felt like flipping. All right, I had no power. Like, there was no way I could have done it. But I want to throw a shopping cart at a grown man in BJ's a few weeks ago. Because he was just a little too close for comfort. And I said, please. I said, please step back. And he wouldn't. And that's what riled me up. Because I said, please. I was being kind and respectful. How dare you? I appreciate the women that came by, though, because the lady behind the cash register and another worker, they were on my side, and he just riled me up. I'm not going to go any further than that because I'll let it go. Like, people are just weird. But I digress. I decided that, yeah, I'm going to focus more on mental health. And with 2020, I did a lot of digging and found a lot of my own insecurities and my own doubts and fears, which I shared some with you guys in my last video. And I've been crying ever since. I need to, but I'm still happy. I'm still listening to Let's Go See the Stars. So, I decided to focus rather on mental health with my YouTube channel because all the stuff that I said I was going to talk about, they are my interests, but they're my interests. I don't really care to talk about myself, about what I like, what I don't like, what I think. And in reality, to be honest with you, just letting you know straight up, there's some things that I do connect with my state of mental health when it comes to video games and TV shows, stream shows, because, who really watch TV anymore nowadays? I like the idea. And I don't know anything. I don't want you to think that that I have all the answers. It's really my opinions and what I use in order to reach, let's say, my final destination, which is here. I believe that in my head, like in my psyche, I feel like my life is in a book, And I've been trying to change the imaginative of the book cover and, the chapters but I've been writing in the same book for so many years. I just got to part 2. So it's the same book. A lot of editing, re-editing. But I finally made it to part 2. So I promised myself. I made a lot of promises to myself. Last week, Monday, let me share. So this is relatively new. In the month of December, like not far from the new year, I take a constitution in Central Park. I love trees, and it just gives me the energy that I need to keep moving forward. 2020 gave me a lot to be thankful for in the end. Reflecting, I did a lot of reflecting in December. I have more friends that I actually talk to. I have better relationships with my family, all that stuff and more. I got it. I like it. So I did something that I needed to do. I took a seat. My constitution was short. I just found a place that was vacant and just sat there. And it was just Donny Hathaway and I, A Song for You, and Naked Trees on a wet bench. But I didn't care because I had on a long coat. Yeah, so there were a lot of promises made to me. A lot of promises that the universe and I connected with. And what I promised myself is that from day one of 2021, I'm going to work on my dreams. I'm moving forward. And one of my dreams is to be a voice on YouTube. My aura is love. I don't hate anyone. I remember there was a series, it was a short series that I watched on Comedy Central, and the gentleman, the host, he said, if we had a chance to travel back in time, would you kill baby Hitler? And I'm sure a lot of people say, yeah, I'll kill him. No. I said no. Because we're not born with hate. That's not something that we're taught hate. People hurt us, and that may cause you to hate them. But is it hate or just anger? Anger at them? Angry at yourself? Angry that you were alone and the person that you trusted wasn't there? Yeah. Hate is too strong a word. And I'm not ashamed to say that. No, I would not. I wouldn't. I would not kill baby Hitler. I would try to be that voice of reason while he's in his youth to teach him love. The Beatles says, all we need is love. Is true. Could You Learn to Love Someone by Tevin Campbell. Music, Soul Child, Teach Me How to Love. What is love? Love is safety. Love is security. Love is trust. And so much happens that changes that narrative. I am love. So my focus will be on mental health. And I hope that as I share with you how I found myself, you're able to find yourself as well. We are in this together. I believe in you. And you and I can heal the world. Hi. Let's call me Purple Sky. Because that's all I see, even when the skies are gray. Thank you for being you.